Hi, today we're going to be demoing how to put in a rig guy static cable system. I'm up in the top of a Siberian elm tree. I'm up with Mike, and Mike's going to be installing the hardware today, and I'm going to be doing the videoing. And when we're done, we'll show you how this looks installed, explain the process as we go through it, and then also show you the hazardous crotch that we're going to be mitigating today.
First, we start off by drilling a pilot hole that's slightly larger than the cable that we're using today. We have decided to go with the 3/8 extra high strength cable, which is a little larger than what we normally use, but it's the right application for today. And I'll get started. Alrighty, that side's all ready to go. We already have our piece of cable cut a little longer than we need, and this is really important. This helps so you don't have a bunch of cable up here that you're struggling with. And also, once you have one end secured in a smaller setting like this and in larger spans, it really allows you to level that out. You don't want this to be up too high, you don't want it to be too low. We have a specific site where we want these holes to go, and we want this cable to be flat. Here goes my second hole. Got our come along set up. What this does is this will tension this cable. You never want to over tension a cable or have the cable be too tight. We want it to be taut, or just taut, but not over tension, where we're actually going to compress these two stems together. The rig guide consists more or less of these two pieces. We call this termination hardware. This is kind of like a receiver nut. It's not a nut that threads on, but what it does is it receives this steel wedge. And we slide that on. You can see there's a hole that goes all the way through this cone. This goes on to the middle strand of this 7-strand cable, and it's very important to find the center. And as those cables open up, kind of like a flower, it grabs evenly all the way around this wedge on the outside. I'll slide this on and show you how this is done. And in heavy winds or any time that these crotches would want to separate, these two limbs, that just bites that wedge in even further, and the system should never fail. Trim the excess strands. We're almost finished. Just like the first one, We bend that last center strand 90 degrees in the cone so it won't pull out. Final step is to slide this rubber boot over the end, keep out water and rust, and preserve the hardware. Rig guy system, there you have it. This is what the rig guy system looks like installed.
And this is what the crotch looks like that needed to be mitigated. You can see we have some included bark here, and the crack goes all the way down below what we can even see. It goes all the way down really to the root flare. And this probably used to be two little trees that grew up next to each other, and the stems just became included bark.